All right, we're back with another episode of Rigged NFL. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, all that good stuff. The Discord link will be in the description below. Yeah, man. So to start it off, really, we got Anthony Richardson. He's been the talk of the week for his little stunt that he pulled where he tapped his helmet talking about he was tired on a play where he didn't even gain a single yard. I'm sure he threw off a defender, scrambled around in the pocket, outside the pocket, and got straight back to the line of scrimmage talking about he was tired. And on the next play, they handed the ball off, so it wasn't even like he was going to actually have to do anything. So for him, it's clear that they made the right decision, the Colts, that is, to start Joe Flacco. So, I mean, realistically, he gives them their best chance to win. It's a better storyline. They could go back to can he lead them to the playoffs, the 39, 40-year-old veteran quarterback, like they did with the Cleveland Browns, with this Indianapolis Colts team? Because IR5 ain't been too hot at all. He was, 2 of 15 at halftime. I think he only had like 10 completions on the day, like 10 to 35, 175 yards and a touchdown. But it's clear as of right now, hey, he green as hell. He needs more time. He needs to sit behind somebody. Because this situation for him only going to get worse, to be quite honest. And if they even want to have, the Colts make it to the playoffs or even flirt with the idea, Anthony Richardson ain't going to be the guy. I can tell that now. So, yeah, the Steelers, they had a win on Monday Night Football against the Giants in a game no one really cared to see. Russell Wilson, he had a good game. Actually, his first 2 games back, he's been solid for the Steelers. So, as of right now, it looks like he's going to be the quarterback unless he gets hurt or something like that. And Richardson tried to pull a Sam Darnold move. I mean, he be out there running for his life. He's not the only quarterback to do that played for the Colts. There's been a few that have done that. Andrew Luck, namely, is one of them. He said we're truly living in times when the Lions are dropping 50 points. And Super Bowl favorites. Yeah, it is a crazy time to be in. That they're like just a playoff team. Like a playoff contender. So it was obvious that the Ravens were going to lose the way the Ravens were playing in the first half. I mean, hell, they only gave the ball to Derrick Henry 11 times. And it's clear the winning formula for the Ravens is to give him the ball as much as possible. And then they passed 38 times, which they shouldn't even have to do. Not to mention Hamilton had the game-sealing pick in his hands, and he decided he wanted to drop it. Followed by Cedric Tillman scoring the game on a touchdown, go Vols. And the Ravens had, one more chance to win it. And on 2 passes to the end zone, one of them, Lamar, threw over the defender, away from his receiver, and then the other one was catchable for sure. But Daniel Jones is a blue pill quarterback. What's good, Bronze? What's up with you, man? What's up, DJ DG? Get the brooms out tonight. If the Dodgers are winning, they better fucking win that shit. If they win, I can't call them the blue balls anymore. Still think Russell, that's funny. He did play back-to-back New York teams. That's funny as hell. I still think his game play is a fluke because he played the Jets and the Giants. I've seen Ghost Richardson. I'm tired, coach. That's what made it worse is like, you were supposed to be media trained to know, hey, don't say that. At least lie and say you got the wind knocked out of you. You messed up an ankle. You caught a cramp. Anything like that would have been fine. But to say, I just got a little tired, come on. Come on now. Adams went from a 2-6 team to another 2-6 team. Yeah, man. Like, I don't know why people really expect the Jets to do anything. Like, they had so many glaring issues. I've talked about it numerous times as far as like why they wouldn't do shit. And it's egregious they get this many primetime games. Them along with the Giants, they got too many goddamn primetime games. Ain't nobody trying to really see the Jets like that, especially at this point in the year. What's up, Damon? What's up with you? Hey, Jameis Winston, the funniest nigga in the league. Facts. I agree with that. He need to do podcasting or something like that when he retire. If not, he'll probably be a coach. Are the Redskins scripted to go to Super Bowl after that Hail Mary? No. I don't know why that would make you assume they're going to the Super Bowl after beating a slightly above average Bears team. So why the Jets the favorite on Thursday? I don't know who they play on Thursday. But I mean, shit, they were 7-point favorite against the Patriots, and clearly they didn't win that game. The Eagles blowing out the Bengals. Yeah, man, I don't really think that the Bengals gonna get back to their usual script of getting things together at this point, because they keep doing this shit. You would think at this point in the year, if they start off slow and they started getting a winning streak going on under their belt, they would be a lot better or in a better position for a late season push. Now, at this point, if you keep winning one game, losing one game, winning one game, losing the next, it's very hard for me to see you as a contender. Just one of those years you're going to have to take off. I mean, shit, the defense can't stop nothing to save their life. They had 2 double-digit leads against the Ravens, blew that shit. And clearly they didn't have anything for the Eagles either. That Tariq Stevenson wasn't allowed on the plane. That's funny. But waved to the crowd, then ran over there and batted the ball to Noah Brown. Exactly. Bengals 0-4 at home. Damn. I'm gonna throw my TV after all the drop catches. No, I ain't surprised if it's a game where they need to lose. You're gonna see a lot more drops, especially from the Ravens. Defensively, now that's where the issue is. It says Diggs done. Yeah, he's out for the year. You assume that Tua return game was bait? Yeah. And it looks like they might want to elevate the Cardinals a little bit. I don't know if they'll outright win that division, but they are in first place in the NFC West right now as we speak. And yeah, they had a big win against the Chargers, and now the Dolphins sitting at 4-4, above the Niners, who they beat head to head, and Seattle, who's 4-4, and then the Rams right behind them at 3-4. And I thought it was over for the Rams, to be honest with you. The Bengals script was just to stop the Chiefs winning 3 in a row. I don't even know if they'll be in position to do that. Yeah, we know about that. Dak has to be the best garbage time QB of all time until it's clutch. I mean, yeah, if you're playing prevent defense, yeah, you can dink and dunk your way down the field. I don't think it's a way to get him out of the league, no. I know he's on a 1-year deal with the Texans, but that don't necessarily mean they just want him up out of the league, no. I say the timing is interesting, though, because it happens right after that story broke with him and his former best friend and all that shit, then the Cardi B stuff. That's really about it, but I don't think they're trying to get homeboy up out the league. You know, Seahawks fans thought they was going anywhere with when they don't have an O-line. They're pushing a ZCS tush push for that nigga Jalen Hurts, that is. The Vegas got their get back with the Browns beating the Ravens. Yeah, that's one of them. What's the other game? Because there's another one they got people on too. Cardinals, that was the other one. Cardinals over the Dolphins with Tua back. As far as some of the other games, they went pretty status quo. The Bills beat the Seahawks. Chargers beat the Saints. Man, the Saints need to pack it up for real. Commanders, had the Hail Mary. Chiefs won against the Raiders. They was letting Chiefs fans win on that one for sure. And what else? Panthers, yeah, they lost too. No shock there. It's so bad Sean Payton couldn't even hold back. You still on the Packers and Chiefs Bowl. If he win another game, they'll be back to it. You know how the media like to flip flop. I think this is the year the league lets the Bills get to a Super Bowl. I feel like it's coming soon with the building of a new stadium. I think the Bills gonna do what they always do, man. They gonna get close and then fuck it off. Because realistically, they should have been to the Super Bowl with the team or teams that they've had in the past. Yeah, I forgot homeboy name. I think Donovan or something like that passed away. Falcons got the South on lock. Yeah, they beat the Buccaneers. And then with the Buccaneers, it's like they might have to go through a little losing streak as far as when Mike Evans them is out. And mainly Mike Evans because Chris Godwin ain't coming back. So the Jets also help Vegas. Yeah, that too. So, of course, they call it unnecessary roughness on the Raiders player for barely hitting Mahomes, just flopped. Yeah, that's the golden boy. You can't put hands on the golden boy. You like to see the Bills winning once this decade, at least because a new team will probably win one this decade. I agree somebody is definitely due for one, like as far as new teams go. But their biggest thing is they have yet to really get over that hump against the Kansas City Chiefs. Which has kind of been the same shit with the Ravens. Granted, they've only played once in the playoffs. At least since Lamar took over. National Tight End Day was huge. Yeah, Travis Kelce got his first touchdown of the year on National Tight End Day. Kittle went off. He went crazy. Kraft got one. Mark Andrews got one. Laporta, their backup tight end, got one. The list goes on. Kyle Pitts, he had one. Yeah, that's definitely one of the big days. And Tarico made it a huge point during the Sunday Night Football game to mention that. The storylines matter, not the actual games. Really, the results of the games play a role whenever it comes to playoff seeding and scenarios to get in. You look at who teams lost to earlier in the year, and 9 times out of 10, that shit is gonna factor in that where everyone's landing as far as playoff seeding or who needs help versus who doesn't. Like this game that say the Cardinals beat the Dolphins right now, it don't really seem like a big deal. But say the Dolphins get hot, are in a position where they're on the bubble, that game might come back to haunt them. Because say it came down to them and I don't know, the Bills somehow. The Bills beat the Cardinals, but the Dolphins couldn't. So they might seem insignificant now, but don't sleep on that. He said Dell must be crashing out with the Jets lost to the Patriots. Yeah, I ain't asked him since then. I'm sure he's going to say the same thing, that they still going to make a run. I don't believe it, but he's entitled to his own opinion. They need to get the ball to Kyle Pitts more. Do you think we might get a Ravens-Chiefs rematch in the AFC Championship game? That'd be cool with me, man. Just no Taylor Swift. How can the Chiefs three-peat? There's too much future money on them. That's the point. That's the bait of it. Pitts is getting wasted in Atlanta. I agree. The first couple of years because they had shit quarterback play. Now it's like y'all need to get this nigga involved. Because Kirk Cousins is definitely an upgrade from what they've had the past 3 years? So yeah. Feed, you know what I'm saying? Feed that man. The Jets are definitely gonna jet and go on a winning streak to not have a good draft pick. Well, the clock ticking for the Jets, man. So the NFL milked the Taylor Swift headline again. I mean, they can only milk it so much now. Like, they maximized it last year with the whole Super Bowl thing. You can't top that at this point. There's really nothing you can do. That's through the past 4 years, we had a team always being undefeated towards the halfway point of the season. Yeah, I think so. And 9 times out of 10, that team usually goes like at least 10-0 before they lose their first game. With Lamar making Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar headlining wouldn't be no coincidence. Also, Derrick Henry full name is Derrick Lamar Henry Jr. Been taking a break from Taylor Swift. You think she shows back up around the holidays? I could see for sure a holiday game or two. I could definitely see that. I highly doubt they do a Ravens-Lions Super Bowl. Hell no. I know that's what the people want, but they ain't gonna give people that shit. Hell, I doubt they get a Ravens-Packers Super Bowl for that matter. I'll say the only scenario where it's possible that you can get the Ravens in the Super Bowl, it would have to be a rematch with the Niners, where they will flip it where the Niners win. Because remember, that's where they last played too. So that's really the only scenario. And if they made it, the NFC due for a Super Bowl, so they just get there to lose. And I noticed something with the Packers too, since somebody brought it up. Yeah, no matter even if Jordan Love gets hurt, misses games, they still keep winning games though. They keep doing that. Malik Willis comes in, he holds it down like he did against the Jags. Even when homeboy lost or got injured and they lost against the Eagles. So I'm definitely taking a real close eye to that too, because when you look at the division standings, especially in the NFC North, you got Detroit number 1, obviously. Green Bay number 2 is 6-2. Minnesota in 3rd place. Oh, how just like a week ago, the niggas was at top. 5-2, then Chicago 4-3 in last place, but yet they still got a winning record. NFC West, you got Arizona 4-4, San Fran 4-4, Seattle 4-4, and the Rams not too far behind. The NFC South, you got Atlanta at 5-3, Tampa at 4-4, which they're gonna lose some more games. New Orleans 2-6, they done. Carolina 1-7, they've been done. NFC East, Washington 6-2, Philly 5-2, Dallas 3-4. They gotta break that little losing streak. Gotta get some wins. Giants 2-6, they've been done. In the East, it's Buffalo's to lose because 2nd place is Miami at 2-5, Buffalo 6-2. AFC North, you got Pittsburgh 6-2, Baltimore 5-3, Cincy 3-5. They really on the hot seat. Cleveland at 2-6, and I'm already counting them out even with the Jameis Winston win and all that shit. They'll be more competitive. That's really about it. AFC South, that's Houston's division, unless the Colts get hot with Joe Flacco. And then AFC West, Kansas City 7-0. We know they're gonna make it to the playoffs. Denver 5-3, Chargers 4-3. Chargers can consistently get wins, they'll be straight, but if not, they're gonna be the same 500 ass team they've been. Say Chargers Ravens playoff game. Maybe. I say more so Ravens Bills for sure. The Lions' greatest show on turf 5.0. They'll choke again. But I think the NFL is testing the waters for an NFL game to stream on Netflix. I wouldn't doubt it. They'll definitely do it. If they willing to go through Peacock, which I know less people have than, say, Netflix, they'll definitely go with Netflix around. Shit, pro wrestling, they finna go to wrestling or go to Netflix. Yeah, if they can do a 3-hour Tom Brady roast on Netflix, a live cat with, yeah, they can do an NFL game. It's like how the NBA is testing with the whole Amazon Prime shit. So like Kirk Cousins winning all this year, going to beat the Vikings in the playoffs. All right, we'll see about that. I think Lamar's script is always going to be he can win MVPs, but he can't make it to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's what I think too. It's one of those was a consolation prize where you know what, you might not, we ain't gonna push you to the big game, even to win it more so than anything. Because if he does go, I'd say they lose. But we're gonna push you to maybe the big game, but we ain't gonna push you to be the one holding up the trophy. But you'll get 3 MVPs. You'll have all these individual accolades in your career, college and pro. Because I mean, shit, could have been a 2-time Heisman too. He got robbed of that second one. So we could easily have been looking at a 2-time Heisman winner, 2-time unanimous MVP. And he's easily the most hated quarterback as far as the top tier quarterbacks go. Well, I think of the Lions this year, same as last year pretty much. Gonna be a good feel-good story. I say the stakes have risen since last year, since y'all actually made it to the NFC Championship game. But again, you're going to come close. You're going to fall just short. What are you doing with the Vikings? Do I think they'll fall out of the playoff picture? I think they'll be in the playoff picture, but they're definitely bringing them back down to reality. Because that was more of a first half feel-good story like Sam Darnold. Not saying that his gameplay just going to fall off a cliff like a motherfucker and he just going to be trash or anything like that, but they going to lose a few more games in this little stretch. That's really what that is. They got to make sure that the division race is close. The Browns got 2 Thursday night football games coming up on the schedule. Wouldn't be surprised if they went on a streak like the Rams did after their bad start. They make the NFC North look good. They also make the Cardinals. Wait, what? Say can't. Are you saying can't make the Commanders look good or what? As far as the NFC South, in order for the Saints to have a good season, like for real, new head coach. Either that or a new quarterback, one or the other. Get an upgrade from Derek Carr, or get a whole new head coach. Other than that, they're gonna be 500 at best. The Lions and Chiefs, with the Lions upsetting the undefeated Chiefs, will be a chef's kiss, but predictably unpredictable. Said the Panthers have to be due for a crazy script for all the losing football they're doing. You're going to have to wait a long-ass time for the Panthers, dog. Like, it's more than just a quarterback issue. Their defense is terrible. They can't stop the run. They're giving away pieces for free, which they've been doing a long time with DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, Burns. So, yeah, once ownership magically changes at some point, if you still got Tepper, that ain't going to happen because that man has a quick trigger to fire coaches. I mean, shit, he fired his first-year head coach last year, 10 games in? So, yeah, once ownership changes around, they might be better. But right now, hell no. It's going to be a minute. One thing about the Cat trade, that trade was stupid as fuck. I guess if you had to pick someone to say who won that trade, it'd be Minnesota, but that trade was dumb as hell. I see a random team in the NFC getting hot and beating Kansas City in the Super Bowl. I haven't ruled out that whole undefeated streak thing with the Chiefs either, where they might run that same shit like they did with the Patriots. So the Ravens just got Deontay Johnson. They go into the Super Bowl. Deontay, Zay, Henry, Lamar. Like, that's cool and all, but offense wasn't their problem. It was the defense. They can't stop shit passing wise. They never addressed that. So that's cool. I guess they just want to outscore teams now. Said the Panthers are due for winning next. Panthers ain't winning shit next year. They're gonna be sorry as fuck. Because like I said before, the shit is a process, and the Panthers process, they've been doing all the wrong moves. So they not finna fix that shit over a year. Should have sat May for this season because he's getting injured already. Yeah, like that's crazy they did that because the whole point of Brissett starting was so May could sit for a year and learn. But I guess they was like, fuck that. Let's put him out there. See what we got, and boom, concussion. What, second game, third game? Say Dallas falling off next season, gonna be Philly, Vikings, San Francisco drop off. The Ravens Texans will be on Netflix this year. What? I didn't know about that. I'll say the simple answer is this: even if you do have a 2-time MVP, 3-time MVP, Lamar don't play defense. This ain't like basketball or some shit where you play offense and defense. Like shit, when Travis Hunter get to the NFL, he ain't gonna be doing both. Unless it's some gadget plays or some shit on offense. But I mean, even if you have a quarterback who's goddamn 2-time MVP and shit, unless your name is Brady or Manning, the one Peyton, not Eli, something like that, you're not gonna see that, and you're not gonna fully be in that position. So if the Jets lose Thursday, though, they definitely eliminated. The Dawn story, kind of like Baker's last year. Yeah, him or Geno Smith, his first year in Seattle, where they was all counted out at one point. Except Geno Smith's role was a lot longer because shit, that man was a backer for the Giants and the Chargers, and people forgot he was still in the league. Baker was still starting and shit. No. If the season ended today, 6 new playoff teams right on schedule. So the first NFL three-peat might be on the menu, but could also be a trap. I say that's a trap. So the Panthers sold out when they let Cam Newton go to the Super Bowl. Could the Jets even get a 3 or 4 game winning streak? This Adam trade can't be for nothing. Like I said before, that shit was to sell jerseys. That was it. They were never gonna do shit. And I highly doubt they go on a 3 or 4 game winning streak. The Broncos being 5-3 is surprising. I would say that's probably the most surprising team to me this year is Denver. Because I expected Denver to do their usual thing of hovering slightly below 500 and that just being them for the year. Bad quarterback play, offensive struggles, the whole shebang usually with a decent defense. I think teams that really surprised me, I guess, for the worst. Cincinnati at 3-5. That was a little shocking. Jets, that don't really surprise me. Miami 2-5. That one does. Titans, hell no, that don't surprise me. Jacksonville doesn't surprise me. Colts right where they usually be. Houston doesn't surprise me. Yeah, that's really it in the AFC. NFC teams that surprise me. Dallas being 3-4. The Giants being 2-6 doesn't shock me. Philly being 5-2 is a little. Actually, no, I'll take that back. Washington being 6-2 is surprising. Minnesota being 5-2 is a bit surprising too. And then NFC West, I guess Arizona being 4-4. That's their best bet. That right there. So you don't know if Mahomes being asked as part of the script or he just stopped giving a fuck because he knows it's rigged. And they're winning the spot up. Yeah, he really is not playing his best. He's averaging like a pick a game. I'll say the only thing that it could affect is like prop bets for him. Like people go off the name early into the year and say, "Oh, he's gonna throw for so many yards, this many touchdowns, blah, all that shit." That's really what that is, more so than anything. And at the end of the day, they're gonna have the refs to save their ass regardless. So we've seen that happen damn near every week. So I remember when the Titans got the first seed. A long ass time ago, yeah. Slim Burrow unhappy with his script. Shit, he unhappy with his haircut too. The Denver's new owners are Walmart heirs plus Peyton, so they getting the scripts, and they got a white quarterback, and they don't have a quote unquote black quarterback in Russell Wilson anymore either. Yeah, them Cowboy fans been quiet as hell this year. So they gave famous Jameis a bone in Cleveland. Yeah. Honestly, they should have started him from the jump, but we know why. When you're paying another quarterback way more money, you're gonna have to pay him because that's why you pay the nigga. But they very easily should have started Jameis beforehand. I'll say the one place the Burrow White Park has paid off is in the fashion world. Because that's when he was doing that stupid shit with like the backless blazer, whatever that dumb shit was. So it's more so, it's kind of like when Russell Westbrook wore that dress or whatever, but the Lakers didn't really do shit that year. I think they went to the playoffs, but that was it. It was more so for him making moves in the fashion world and shit. Same with Stephon Diggs. Last year he came in the game with like that skirt or whatever the fuck. And he in the fashion world, even though he obviously didn't win a Super Bowl and shit. Or even make it. Said he didn't finish his story like Cody Rhodes. It's funny. Pitts almost had a touch, but I saw that shit too. They still doing that shit where they'll fumble right before they cross the goal line too. I'll say more so high school. A little bit of college, they still do that stupid shit. Which has been like 10 years since that happened. I think Cowboys beat the Falcons because they can't let the Cowboys stay too far from 500. And I mean, shit, Atlanta could afford a loss. The Chiefs will finish 17-0, lose Super Bowl like Patriots did to the Giants. That'd be funny as hell if that happens. I could also see they get that same identical record. Excuse me. Because if you remember, the Patriots obviously played in a 16-game year. So they could go, 17 with the new rules. Divisional game, that'd be 18. Then lose the conference game, they still finish 18-1. So we need a blowout win, tie these close games. I feel like the NFL also keep discreetly trying to push the Lions and Chiefs narrative. Yeah, I've noticed that. That's like that Mahomes glazing commercial with Snoop Dogg and Casanat, where they mentioned Mahomes holding up the phone like a baby lion. I was like, that's a very interesting word choice. As long as the Falcons don't choke it versus the Cowboys like they did in 2020, that shit was egregious. Lions blew out the Titans. Yeah, everybody blew out the Titans, apparently. The Jets are the most overrated team. Prior to the season, yeah, I'd say the most. I'm trying to think of anybody else actually who came in overrated as hell. So I'm tempted to say the Cowboys, but in all honesty, though, for sure, the Jets, because the expectations were through the roof. So if the Ravens lost at home to the Raiders and at Cleveland, it seems it ain't happening this year. Probably Bills or Chiefs. I mean, I'm not going to take 2 regular season losses to say how they going to affect I guess what they going to do in the postseason. At most, it'll be seeding, but that's really about it. I'm not going to make those the end all be all, losing to the Raiders or the Browns. Same way I wouldn't take the Chiefs losing to the Raiders last year on Christmas Day. I would take that. It's hard to say, oh, they ain't winning the Super Bowl because they lost this game right here. Titans need to rebuild. They need a new fucking quarterback. What the hell they need? The second half, they got their Cinderella run team set, probably the Cardinals and the Colts. I definitely see the Colts on there. Arizona, I don't know who they play. I got to look at their schedule. But definitely Indy. Shit, them and the Vikings. Chiefs lost to the Colts in 2022 and they won the Super Bowl. So the NFL would lose a lot of its hardcore audience if they saw the Chiefs went undefeated. I mean, shit, the fact that they've gone this far without losing a game in this long, people have already started noticing. So they keep saying Hutchinson will come back for the Super Bowl. It wouldn't surprise you. I think the Colts also choking 33-0 also kind of broke them. What do you mean? Are you talking about when they played, who was that, the Vikings or some shit? The Saints versus Panthers this week, somebody got to break the losing streak. If I remember correctly, the Saints ended up winning that first game too. It was like one of them 40-point games they had. So anytime the Giants did anything right last night, a flag was called. Yeah, we already talked about that. Well, Stephon Diggs being out. And so we live in a strange world now with the Lions putting up 52 points. Yeah, for real, their offense has been on a whole nother level this year. So especially at the NFC, they looking like the quote unquote favorite. And it's kind of smart to do that because I mean you got the Packers who are quietly 6-2. Washington, that's another thing people can focus on is Washington. Philadelphia, they I guess you could say quietly 5-2. And then Atlanta at 5-3. And then the AFC teams that people been focused on been the Chiefs, Ravens, now the Steelers and the Texans. And Buffalo, I guess. We're close to the end when it seems like the Bears have a competent quarterback. I'm telling you, bro, if they shore up that O-line and they get a new head coach next year, they finna be an NFC North team to watch. Personally, I'd rather see the Chiefs, like go undefeated and not win the Super Bowl. Kind of like how they did with the Warriors with that whole 73-9 and end up losing the finals. 'Cause 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 the finals Is Goff gonna be the short-term quarterback until they find a replacement? Yeah. So the Lions' plan was they gonna keep Goff for however many years, and then after that they'll be ready to move on to Hendon Hooker. So that's why they drafted Hooker to be Goff's replacement. But they didn't feel the need to say, "Hey, we just gonna throw you out to the wolves now." It's we gonna let you sit behind a veteran quarterback. He knows what he's doing. You develop. He was also coming off of an ACL injury. Hendon Hooker that was when he was entering the draft. So that's why they trying to go that Green Bay Packers route. Same shit the Falcons are trying to do with Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix. Because you seeing with a lot of these quarterbacks, you just throw them out there and shit. Only so many of them gonna have success when you try that shit. For example, it kind of worked with Lamar because they built the offense around him. It didn't immediately work with Josh Allen. That nigga had to go through his growing pains. It's not working with Anthony Richardson. Shit, it really ain't worked with Trevor Lawrence either. It's not the worst, but still, it don't hurt to have some of these niggas sit. Bryce Young, that's a nigga who should have sat for real. He's 38, got an Achilles injury in his 76 career game. No surprise since 76, a cold 38 a part of the record. Means kill his teammate and father died within a 3-day span. Bears play caused the game over the weekend. Caleb was heated on the sideline. Yeah, I saw that. That shit was funny as hell. So the 41 ritual could come into play. Mahomes could be 4-1 in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is 41. You know they gonna hype the shit out of that game. Yeah, they did that with Brady Quinn, Derek Anderson. Yeah, there's only so many that shit works, but you have so much pressure to do it because it's like, hey, he's gonna sell jerseys off the rip because he's a new name, fresh face, sign of hope for the city, for the team, all the other shit, and that's why there's all this pressure too, especially if you took him high. Like if we take him first round, second round, oh motherfucker gonna play, motherfucker gonna play. Yeah, I've lost track of what Super Bowl when I look at these Roman numerals and shit. I'm like, God damn, what Super Bowl is this? I just be calling them letters at this point. That is crazy though. When I heard that Josh Allen didn't have an interception, which he does now, didn't have an interception through this many games in a year, and Mahomes was leading. I was like, ain't no way in hell. I never thought I'd ever hear that shit. But yeah, he's been playing pretty good. All right, what else y'all got for me? I'll be on here 5 more minutes. I think I went through everything. My MVP so far. Oh, that man in Baltimore right now. Do I think he wins at the end of the year? I don't know if they're gonna give him number 3 so soon. I could see them giving that shit to Josh Allen though too. Ain't no way in hell they go 10-7. This team is not going 10-7. They'll be lucky to go 7-10. Bryce Young should go with the Packers because they're definitely a quarterback maker. Yeah, that's definitely what I feel like they're gonna do. I think he'll get traded for like a pack of peanuts or some shit. Go to a better team and sit and learn for probably 2 to 3 years. Start to get hurt. He come in the game a little bit more poised. But no teams where I would send a quarterback or something to develop. Green Bay is at the top of that goddamn list. Who else is doing it? I know Seattle's currently doing that with Sam Howell. As far as teams I feel comfortable doing that shit with, Detroit, Green Bay, shit, Minnesota, really. Who else got quarterback issues? Baltimore has their quarterback, and obviously it worked there. You can't do it in Cleveland. Quarterbacks always get hurt. Indy, you could do that shit. Who else? That's really about it. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't really understand what people think they magically gonna get hot. They suck ass, bro. Like they sorry as hell. Like the defense got worse since they fired Robert Saleh. Bryce Young to the Bucks. He said because they kick it. Yeah, Zerline terrible. I be trying to tell people, bro, like he is done. Like he cooked. He going out like Brett Favre did, minus the dick pics. I'm telling y'all. Said just for the new Buffalo Bills of the playoff drought nearly 15 years. Yeah, they sitting at 14 right now. Shit. Yeah, they going out sad as hell. Niners, Rams, Seahawks going to be fighting for that spot. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. I think they're going to have an underwhelming record, though, whoever wins it. So the Jets really supposed to be 6-2? The fuck they not. They really not supposed to be 6-2. Because like even if you think about it, they really not. Like, don't get me wrong, on paper, when you hear the names, especially on offense, it sounds like a team that should be good. But when you keep getting penalized, you have a Swiss cheese ass offensive line and shit. Those names that you got at running back and wide receiver don't mean shit. If your quarterback blinks and he's getting hit or he's too old to make the right throws, besides a Hail Mary. Bryce Young on the Rams will probably help. Yeah, that wouldn't hurt. That really wouldn't hurt at all. I don't know how long Stafford gonna be there, but that wouldn't hurt. That wouldn't hurt. But yeah, man, y'all hit that like button, comment, share this. Link to the Discord is in the description. They already said like, comment, subscribe. Have fun chopping it up with y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, and we are out.